Over the years, Minecraft Championship has become the most popular Minecraft event in the history of the game, with almost 40 events under their belts, 38 to be exact. And with MCC Pride 23 wrapping up a few weeks ago, I think it's the perfect time to do a tier list ranking of all the events so far. With that being said, keep in mind this is my list and my opinions, so make sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comments because I'm interested to see what you guys think. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so really quick, let's go through the tiers before we get started. First up, we got the Legendary tier. Now, this is basically the tier of the best MCCs, you know? The ones that, like, make Minecraft Championship what it is today. And when you think about MCC, you think about these MCCs. So, yeah, that's Legendary. Next up, we got Great. Great is, like, not at the Legendary level, but a lot of people still really enjoy these events. And, you know, it's one of those VODs that it's not one of your first choices to go back and watch, but every now and then you'll be like, hey, I remember that event. That was a great event. Let me go back and watch somebody's VOD, you know? And then okay is like, you know, average, basically an average event. Next up, we got below average. It's like, it's either slightly below average or pretty below average. It's like, it's kind of the forgettable ones, you know, slightly forgettable, but every once in a while you think of that one and you're like, oh, that was and then of course last we have bad, which is, you know, the bad events, the ones that not a lot of people really like or enjoyed, but they're not like terrible, you know what I mean? Like no MCC in my book is really terrible. They're all just, you know, they all have their own pizzazz, I guess, if you want to say that. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's just get right into it. All right, so first up we have MCC 19. I don't know. This event's interesting. A lot of people, I think, would put it in Legendary, at least those who remember Fruit's SG. But other than that, the event was kind of eh. So I think because I watched Fruit's POV, and this is one of the first I watched, I think, 17 or 16. I think it was 16. It was the first MCC that I watched actually live. But 19, I still have really, really fond memories of because I watched Fruit's POV and he went off in SG. So I think it's like, yeah, slightly below Legendary just because not a lot else happened in that event. There was Wilbur's TNT play, but that's really all I can remember off the top of my head. So yeah, I'll say it's great just because of that SG. That was pretty legendary. Also, Teal Team was pretty unbeatable, so I guess that's also a thing if you want to count that. Anyways, next up we have MCC 11. Now, in my book, I actually think this event was kind of below average. I didn't really like a lot of the teams. I don't think a lot of the teams were rememberable, or that's not even a word. I can't, whatever. But I think we did get Fruit and Green. Did we get Fruit and Green in this event? I think this is the Halloween event. This was with the Dream Team. I know they won. That's the really only memorable thing about this event. Kind of like 19. It's just that 19, in my book, is greater than this event. Remember, guys, this is my list. So if you're mad, go in the comments, sure, but leave your own list and leave your own thoughts down below. I'm interested to see what you guys think. But yeah, for me, MCC 11, not really that great. I don't really like it. But the Dream Team kind of winning was kind of cool after they had a bunch of, like, you know, mishaps throughout the events. And I think we did get a Grian and Fruitberries duo. Anyways, I'm rambling about this one. Yeah, I'm putting it below average. Next up, we have MCC 22, and that is the first Legendary MCC of this list, of course. Yeah, that MCC was amazing, man. I mean, you think about Captain Sparkles. When you think about MCC, you think about Captain Sparkles. I mean, this is the event to think about Captain Sparkles. This one and the events he lost in Dodgebolt in, and all the other ones he got like third place in, you know, of course. But this one, Captain won. So, and also that team was awesome. I loved that team. And also MCC 22. No, that was 21. Never mind. But 22 did have a couple good moments. I think this was Meltdown. Yeah, this was Meltdown's first appearance. So that's also pretty notable. And yeah, just overall an amazing MCC. And I think a lot of people would agree to put it in Legendary. Some people would probably say great, but I'm going to say Legendary. Next up, we have MCC 12. Besides Green Team winning, I think that event was also very forgettable. Green Team, I think the most underrated MCC teams like ever. That team was so cool, so well-rounded. And not a lot of people, I think, expected them to win. But they were like, dude, they were the underdogs, I think, in that event. And yeah, MCC 12, man, as one to remember. But overall, it was just kind of okay. But that Green Team will never be forgotten in my book. That's always crack. Next up, we have MCC 13. I think, yeah, I think everybody is going to agree that it's legendary. I mean, the teal team in this event was awesome. Everybody remembers that team. Punz's first win in his second event. That's kind of crazy. Krinios went off. And yeah. Oh, also Orange team got the battle box record for max amount of points. That was pretty cool. First official Christmas event, I think. Because before, I don't know the other events that happened during Christmas, but I think this is the first official one. And yeah, when people think about MCC, I think MCC 13 is like one of the top 5 MCCs for a lot of people. I don't know if it is for me, but it's definitely up there, and I do think that is legendary in most regards. Next up, we have MCC 26. Fruit's first season, or only season 2 victory. Philza's, I think, second or whatever. But yeah, it was, I'm gonna say it was below average. I think because I'm such a Fruit fan, I think I'm gonna I would like put in one of these two. But I think overall, yeah, not that really memorable. But Fruit getting his first season 2 coin was pretty cool. So, and also this was a Halloween event, I think. Yeah, so okay, it wasn't the best Halloween event, but nothing to complain about really. Just nothing really happened, I guess, besides Fruit getting a win. So I guess there's a little bit, whatever. Next up, we have MCC 14. 14. What happened in 14? Oh, yeah. This was the controversial one. I think this one was also kind of below average. Really nothing happened besides the whole Scott Ace Race thing. I mean, really, like, that dodgeball team was kind of unstoppable. Jimmy, they did stop Punz, CPK, and Sapnap, so pretty legendary dodgeball team in Aqua and in Blue, but other than that, no. The Ace Race controversy kind of brings it from bad to below average, but other than that, no. Next up, we have MCC 16. I would say, this one I think is also with MCC 19. This one's borderline legendary. The team actually was kind of crazy because everybody was playing this team in like 7th or 8th, bro, and they end up getting, first. Yeah, they got no, did they? Yeah, they got first. Who they go up against in dodgeball? I can't remember. It was Orange team, what? Right? I think it was Orange. I don't know, but that pink team, pretty radical. Finn went off in that event. Dream and CPK, of course. Actually, yeah, CPK. That was like the start of his like A+ tier arc, in season 2. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, all around kind of actually cool events. Oh, it was purple with Fruits, Major, Grian, and Joel. Yeah, that team was pretty sick. So yeah, this team actually very memorable MCC. I think when you think of MCC 16, I think a lot of people remember it in different ways, but altogether, I think very memorable. Next up, we have MCC 17. Definitely legendary. I mean, literally many things to say. Fruit Ninja, Grian gets his win. Lots of stuff happened. Wow, lots of stuff happened in this event. And yeah, no one's complaining, man. Legendary event. Love it. All right, next up we have MCC Underdogs. I'll say below average. Shane got his debut and his win. Pretty unfair teams again because purple was kind of like the runaway favorite. So that happened. Yeah, I guess these are like the 3 least popular non-canon events. I don't know. Rising is probably a top 3 for most people, but I think All Stars and Underdogs are kind of, I don't know. I feel like All Stars left a bad taste in people's mouth, and Underdogs just kind of went below expectations. So it wasn't terrible, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like many people, including me, had higher expectations for this event, and it kind of just didn't live up to those. So I'll put it in below average, but it's rewatchable. Like, you could rewatch it every 6 months or so. All right, next up we have MCC 23, Quig's first win, and it was below average. I feel like it wasn't awesome. It was pretty cool. Quig got his first win of season 2, first win since what, like MCC 6 or 5, one of those early ones. It was pretty cool. Finn also got his second win. Martin got his first win. Oh yeah, forgot Martin got his first one, so that's pretty cool. Next up, we have MCC Scuffed. Scuffed is pretty fun. I don't know. I think it's like I think it's a top 3 for majority of people when it comes to like MCC events. It's either great. I don't think it's legendary. No, I don't. It's either great or okay. I'll put it in great. I think it was pretty action packed because I mean it was literally like nobody was expecting what we saw in that event, man. Like seriously. So I think it's pretty memorable and pretty great for that. Next up, we have Jingle Jam. Yeah, I didn't even watch it. Have never watched the events. Don't plan to. But Jimmy did get first. That's pretty cool. Next up, we have Pride 21. I think definitely the best Pride event. I would say it's actually pretty cool. I guess the techno thing with Techno's team being what 2 coins off. That's one of the most memorable things I think in MCC history. So that's pretty. Yeah, that definitely pushes it up there. I'll just say because of that, it was pretty great. And also the Survival Games finale was also pretty cool. So I think it's definitely, just for being the best Pride event, I'm going to put it in grades. Very memorable. 6 was pretty cool. I'll admit, Fruit's first win, pretty memorable. I'll put it in grades. Yeah, I guess it was kind of like, I mean, yeah, it was a, no, wait, this isn't the crazy one. I'm going to still put it in grades, but this wasn't like the crazy Fruit win. That's 9, and we'll get to that one. But this one's still pretty cool. Fundy, Bitzel, Captain Puffy, and Fundy, Bitzel, Captain Puffy, and Fruit. That's a pretty cracked team. I think today they would still hold up pretty well against the competition. MCC 7. Do I put it in legendary? The coin record was made in this one. I don't know. I might put it in legendary. Should I? That team was so insane. No, I think I'll put it in greats. For me personally, nothing really else besides this team and that record really stood out. I guess, yeah, they won against Techno in a really clutch fashion, but other than that, yeah, nothing really that substantial happened. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my voice, man. MCC 9 are what? This is the 5th legendary event. This event was pretty insane, man. Like, dude, like this. I mean, you can't get any better than this event, man. The what was it? Yeah, the down 1-3 on the comeback. Or no, it was down 1. Sorry, it was down 1. Oh no. Yeah, they were down 2-0, and then they made the comeback. So yeah. Oh, no, yeah, the reverse sweep. Oh, my gosh, why can't I think, bro? The reverse sweep, that's what it was. The first ever reverse sweep and the most legendary reverse sweep, I think, in MCC history. And that team was just so cool, man. H-Bomb and Fruits and then False and Ren and everybody counted them out. I mean, just the perfect underdog story. That is what I'm talking about, man. MCC 9, mwah, chef's kiss. Next up, we have MCC 28. This one was actually pretty great, I think. The last one of Season 3, for me, it was pretty cool. Sneak, I watched Sneak's POV. Reminded me a lot of MCC 13 and like MCC 19. Gave me those kind of vibes, which I liked. So it was pretty cool. And I think it was a very solid ending to MCC Season 2. Did I say ending to Season 3? No. And it was a very good ending to Season 2. A respectable event, and yeah, pretty great moments for me at least. I think I remember it as not one of my favorites, but definitely like probably top 10. I don't know for me. And last, but certainly not least, we have MCC Pride 23, the most recent MCC. It was okay. I think it was pretty cool. You know, not anything special. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think it was pretty solid. I like to see that Misty and Dave got their non-canon coins, and who else was? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't think of anybody else on that team. Elena. Who else was it? The 4th person. Was it Gizzy? Sorry. Yeah, it was Gizzy, I think. It's a pretty good team, and yeah, pretty great all-around events. Like to see Ryan Higa and all those other people in the event. Owen finally back, you know. Pretty solid event. I think probably my second favorite Pride event. I think Pride 22 is the weak one out of the 3. I think Pride 21 kind of dominates the other 2, but 23 is not a bad event by all means. Also, last checks, I actually think I'll put MCC 11 in okay. I think it was a pretty good event. You know, I think I was a little too harsh on it. Sorry for anyone out there. And yeah, I think any other changes, I don't think I'd make any other changes. Yeah, I think this is my final list, final rankings for every MCC event so far. Hopefully they don't announce MCC 32 the day I'm posting this. Otherwise, that's going to be embarrassing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know down below in the comments whether you agree and whether you disagree. And tell me what you disagree on, and we'll have a little chat maybe. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Peace.